Hi, welcome back. Mineis Cauldron. Just fixing my hair since it's not really warm up here, so I don't need my headband or bandana. Yeah, so how was everybody over the weekend? How did yesterday go? I thought I was going to be out running around yesterday, but ended up being I just sent my husband, so I didn't have to go, which was good. So yesterday for me was a no writing day, but I did have a few chapters to reading critiqued for my mastermind group, critique partners for later tonight. So I spent most of my day between doing that and just doing nothing, as well as I'm now getting into a different craft book because for my mastermind group, we do presentations and share it. And I'm next. So this one I'm going to be doing about the story types, the archetypes. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then we're going to discuss in how those are represented in our books. So it should be interesting. Yeah, interesting, especially when I originally wrote my first draft of all my books. I didn't worry about archetypes. I didn't worry about beats or anything of that sort. So it's kind of fun to go back and see, okay, did I have the typical archetypes in my books? Of course, I have sidekicks, but I have more than one multiple. I have multiple point of views. So let's see who's here. Let's go up in the chat. And of course, the hello and welcome to Mineis Cauldron. How is your writing challenge for November going? I am working on the rough draft challenge, and I'm taking a couple of days off. My goal is 30,000, and I'm at about 43,000 now, so I'm happy with that. Rachel popped in with the stream hopping because Sarah Brody is sprinting right now, and that's her direct link of the sprint that's happening now. She started about an hour ago, so and she usually only goes about 2 hours. So if you want to hop over there, and then later when I'm done, which probably be in about 2 hours, because I need a break before I jump into Rachel's sprint afterwards, because I find that if I do 3-hour sprints, that sometimes I don't feel like going back and getting anything done. And I do have to work on my own, which is a soloist after me. Because normally when I go live, especially Monday or Tuesday, I review the previous week, figure out the test box that I used on all my goals, and then set up my week. So that's what I normally do on the Monday and Tuesday. Rachel says, I finished book 4 yesterday. Amazing. I did the analyst and autocorrect with the draft of book 5 included. And so far, this series is looking good. Awesome. With your dragon shifters. Today is all about formatting, uploading, setting up promos. Not sure when we'll have our official release party. Fun. How are the cards treating us for this holiday week? I will definitely check out. I'm going to do the tarot cards. And Laura's here. Hello, Laura. I've got a bagel in the toaster. I had cheese bagel for breakfast this morning. And because of the snowstorm that came in last night, and it's still kind of blowy, really chilly. That's why I'm wearing my Lost Leaf t-shirt, because up here on the second floor with the really old, bad windows, and who knows how much insulation is in this farmhouse because it's like old. But it gets pretty cold up here in the winter. Cold enough I have to put a blanket on my legs. And sometimes even a hoodie. It's not nice. Now I understand why when my daughter was still living at home, she would spend a lot of time upstairs under her blankets watching TV or playing on some game. Oh, Laura is leaving for work. Well, have fun at work. Okay. So let's see what the cards have to say. And I'm using the Light Seers deck. I have 2 decks of those because the first deck I got from my a friend of mine who just happens to be my son's mother-in-law. She has a rock store, new age with tarot and oracle and all that fun stuff. That's where I got my Moonology card decks. And so I picked up the Light Seer deck in a larger, in like a normal size deck. But I didn't have a book. And even though I've been reading and playing around with tarot cards for decades, actually, I even remember my first deck I got when I was still living at home. And my boyfriend, now husband at the time, found it. And he literally threw it in the garbage because his family, tarot, was evil. So I bought new ones afterwards, and then he found them and he says, "Why do you have these?" And I said, "Well, because I wanted them. And they're not evil. And besides, their life's been pretty good since I bought them." So, and then I had to buy another deck of tarot of the Light Seers, and it came in this cute little container with the book. And Sam is here, popped the like while finishing breakfast. Okay, let's see. I am going to draw the top, and I'm going to grab another one kind of in the middle, and then the bottom one, because I feel like doing 3 today. We've gotten this one quite a few times. 6 of Cups. Your childhood, you may be missing parts of your childhood or your youth. Kind of sad how things are maybe progressing over the years. Feeling kind of, I don't want to say run down, but maybe. Let's see what the book says. Reconnecting with people from the past, harmony, themes of your life, inner child, and future self. Pretty good. Okay, 7 of Wands. Wands is with creativity. Let's see what that says. A challenge, a grounding, and protecting yourself, movement and growth, creative innovation. And we have the Knight of Wands. And I think it's quite fitting that in this deck, the knight is a woman and the horse is in the background. Charisma, passion, pursuing your dreams, fast energy, courage, taking inspired action, the pursuit of happiness. So there we have this card for today. I'm going to start this burn top. I'm just going to stick it right, leave it as 25. So like then I would have a little bit of a break before Rachel pops up for a sprint. And she may or may not, I saw somewhere, I thought that she was also sprinting on Thursday. So if you can just agree or disagree with me, that would be great. Bring up the kitty timer. And I will see you in 25 minutes, because I'm just going to do all 25s today. Wow, that kitty cat timer. I was right in the minute. I so zoned into my HB90 task blocks of what I got done this past week and what I wanted to get done. I do a comparison, and it's just I jumped. I looked at the clock timer. It was like 2 minutes left, and then bam, the cat. Yeah. Okay, so when my heart starts again and slows down, Rachel and I were chatting about the Thursday sprints. I know that it's American Thanksgiving, so I wasn't sure if the normal admits from Hardee's would be sprinting or not. I thought I saw that Kay was on Thursday, but I guess I didn't. It was just written in my agenda. So I thought I would have to change the time for Thursday, but I don't have to. It's the same time, 11 Eastern. And then we'll have about an hour, half an hour break. And then Rach will be popping in after me on Thursday. So that's good for those of us. Like in Canada, we already had our Thanksgiving in October. And I normally get together with the extended family, usually on the Sundays. Sometimes Saturday, but it's usually the Sunday. So we did that back in October. And then I thought, well, since the schedule for heart breathings is kind of up in the air because new admits have to pop in, have to fill out application. And I've decided that since I already sprint already, that I'm just going to fill up the application as well. I was kind of nervous because, well, it's a huge obligation and an honor to do that. So I'm like, hey, why not? I'm going to do that. So when I get the email, I'm going to be filling it out. Let's do Monology Oracle cards. And you guys can let me know how you did. I personally am almost done my comparison and counting up my task blocks for that. I probably will skip the reflection questions till I'm done because I really want to set up this week too. And this one's sticking out, so I'll use it. Believe in the impossible, the blue moon. Oh, and we have some comments. Let's see. Sam pops in 243 words on the Kickstarter exclusive story of My Husband Wants series. And Sam also hosts sprints, so check out her channel. As well as Rachel. Since we're not traveling this year, I'm hoping to get more done this week, maybe even catch up. Awesome. Yeah, my sons-in-laws are Americans, and they get together for the American Thanksgiving as well. So he's taking Thursday off work, so he'll be on Friday. I think Friday too, because I can't see him coming home just for like the day when it's 2 hours drive one way. Okay, and then we've got Sam, who also thought about applying, but I think I'm a little too curse wordy at times. Yeah, I have noticed that there's certain words that like even like you can't say, which only makes sense considering it's such a great group and all that fun stuff. The only problem I have is I'm afraid that I'm going to be way too nervous on like double down day when instead of having my normal 2 to 5 people, I could have 35 people. And in just the thought of, or more, like when I go to the other admit sprints on special events, they have anywhere between 50 to 100 people. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. But I think it'd be fine anyway, as long as I just focus on just keep doing what I'm doing, and I know I can continue with my Moonology cards and all that fun stuff. So, yeah. Sarah popped in. She'll be sprinting for another 20 minutes or so. Swinging by to bop the like button. I'll be back when my stream ends. We need to talk about when, but you don't know when you're going to be sprinting, so that's totally understandable. Yeah, so I just pop in before I go live, and then pop in afterwards if we have time, and just back and forth. And there's always replay. So I am going to stop talking and dial back the kitty back to 25 and see you in 25 minutes. Okay. Well, my mute button did not click. I guess it's been one of those days. I forget to hit the timer button to play it. So I'm just going to go back up and we had a lot of friends pop in. Sarah and Jenna and Francis, no, Jesse and Inca. And I just noticed there was a little toggle on top of my screen. It showed comments on stage and it's not green. So I was just wondering if you guys are even seeing the comments that I put up there to read. Dharma is proof listening to chapter 31 of 50 of her audiobook. Sarah sprints when she can because she's helping her mom. And there is a Vistaprint special for Black Fridays. And then the all can't hear me. Okay. You do see it. Okay, perfect. So maybe on stage is something else. Who knows? Okay, so we have a lot of people here. And just in case you didn't hear me at the beginning, right after me, about an hour or so after me, half an hour, Rachel will be sprinting. And I'm coming back on Thursday at the same time. And Rachel and I discussed it earlier in chat, and she will be sprinting right about the same time on Thursday. Because, of course, me being Canadian, I already have my Thanksgiving. So I wasn't sure what was up with everyone else. I'm like, okay, well, normally no one sprints around this time anyway for heart breathings on these days. So that's why I filled it in. And then there was some discussion about whether or not those who already sprint, whether or not we should sign up to be admits for heart breathings running community because they're looking for new. So I'm kind of thinking I might do that. I'm going to continue with this long break so I can draw my animal spirit cards. Yeah, I was just muted. Okay, let's see what the animal spirit cards. I feel like doing 2, just like earlier when I did 3 tarot, because I normally just do 1. But I had the urge to do 2. We have the swan and the deer. The deer's quite fitting at this time of year because it is hunting season. Okay, let's see what the swan has to say. Oh, no, we're going to do the deer first because I switched to that section. Did I find it? Deer, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. Then the swan. Okay, Rachel says, we went to Piggly Wiggly last night and got some great deals and pre-roasted stuff last night. I'll probably cook more today and tomorrow. I love cooking. Then we'll buffet all day. Oh, fun. I'm thinking I should have taken out burger tonight so I can make some chili tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that later this evening. Then I can put it in the crock pot and then it can just simmer all day. Let's see what the swan has to say. Okay, where is the swan? It is a bird, so it's under the air. But of course, it's not alphabetical order, which is so annoying. Okay, it's not air. It's something different. And I can't even find it. I can't find it, folks. So I'm just not going to worry about it. We took Kono, this was Sam, watched her and the neighbor's cat have a Clint Eastwood type stare down and got in 348 words. I haven't even fed my cats yet. It's like 11 my time. But considering how nasty it is, they're probably all out in the shed in their little fort anyway. So I'll just feed them when I'm done here. Okay, I'm going to change the kitty timer, bring it back to 25. And there we go, back to 25. And then the last sprint I'm going to do is just a short sprint. And then we have a little bit of a break before Rachel starts in about an hour. So see you in 25. Welcome back. How'd everybody do? I got my task box all figured out, my projects all figured out, what I wanted to do, even updated yesterday's, which really was not a writing day. But I did get a lot of critiquing done and reading a crap, which is good because I have a presentation to do. And well, I had no idea what I was going to do. Okay, we'll go back to this one from earlier. Effortless creativity, sensitive, mystic, elegant power. So that was our 2 animal spirit cards. Jenna had to go and brave the people because of the holiday tomorrow. Well, I guess Thursday. Best of luck to you. And Rachel took a walk to get her energy back. She was yawning and got through another chapter. I don't want to go outside. The branches are swaying. It's windy. I can hear the wind. There's about that much snow on the window on the outside, which is pretty normal because of the wind and the blowing of the snow and all that stuff. Sam says, I'm laughing too much of this at the scene, so I need to do a reread. And boy, when I laugh, I cannot spell. Well, that's understandable because you're laughing, and how can you spell when I can't even think half the time if I'm laughing too hard? Even though I probably should laugh more. But I just find certain things just not funny, so I don't laugh. Inca's with an update. 445 words. Awesome. Amazing. Okay, I'm not going to do any cards this time. It is 20 to the hour, 20 to 12 for me, 20 to 1 for the host, which means that we'll be sprinting in about 40 minutes. So I'm going to let her in. Who wants in? Must be a puppy dog. Jojo is barking to let us know the princess should not be left outside. That's cute. Let her in. Yeah. My dog, she likes it outside, but not when it's cold and snowy and miserable out. She's very quick. Other times, she can be outside for like half an hour, which is totally fine. As long as when I call her, she pops up so I can see her. Most of the time, she's just behind the shed or out in the field, which is fun. But we do live close to the road. She's usually pretty good at staying away from the road, which is good. Every once in a while, I catch her walking down the driveway. It's like I have to call her and she comes back. Or she walks along the fence line and goes over, just goes through the fence because it's one of those log fences, so it doesn't really keep anything out. Okay, so we got a minute left of the chat, and I realized that I didn't remind you guys to get up and stretch, have a drink, have a snack if needed. I had some chocolate because I was getting kind of drained. And I did have to play on my phone for a good 5 minutes of the last sprint because I was just getting too tired to be doing things. Kona has days where she has to have one of us watch her, or else she would just stand at the bottom of the steps. Princess Kona has to have an audience. That's cute. That is really cute. Yeah. Okay, I am just going to continue with this little countdown because it's going to automatically go into 25 minutes. But we don't want 25 minutes. So I'm going to have to go in, stop it, change it for 20 minutes. And I'll see you in 20 minutes. And that is it. Let me stop sharing the kitty timer because, well, we don't need her anymore. How did everybody do? And I was going to say, what happened to the screen? It went black and I was still little. And oh well, at least it works out. Poor little puppy dogs. And oh, even Jojo because she's afraid of the mosquito lights. That's cute. So the mosquitoes might get her? Or, interesting dog behavior. I got most of my planning all done with HB90 as well as Tracy the Revised Writer with the 168 hours. That's what you've got for the week. You gotta just record, mark down. Oh, the light will zap her. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Our dog is deathly afraid of the vacuum. She will go into the other room if the vacuum's on. Sure, it's a shop vac, so that could be a problem. Who knows? Yeah, so we have to keep track of our sleep and if your morning routine and if you've got a day job. I got unexpected text yesterday saying I would have the kids today. First time in probably close to a month because dad has not been working. Oh, the dog attacks the vacuum. That's cute. That is really cute. We've had some cats who attacks the vacuum, but we've never had a dog to attack it. In general, I think all our dogs are pretty much afraid of it. Like they always run and hide when we bring it out. Maybe because it's so noisy. Who knows? Okay, so we have 30 minutes until, actually 25, until Rachel continues with sprints. And for heart breathings, I don't think anyone else is sprinting today. But take a look at the heart breathing calendar. And there's also that spreadsheet that's out there of who else is sprinting throughout the day. If you need some encouragement and motivation, I, for one, will be having a lunch break. Maybe watch a TV show. I did not watch Tracker last night, so I think I may watch Tracker over lunch. And since I fast forward the commercials, it's about 45 minutes. So I'm just going to switch over from here and open up the channel for Rachel. And I will see you guys all later. And let's see, we've got them. I took a break that sprint, got up and walked around, pet Kono, got ready for Rachel's sprints, started cooking a pizza for lunch. Ooh, I think we may have, no, we're having leftovers tonight for supper because we need to eat the leftovers. We've had a roast. We've got some potatoes. But usually Tuesdays I don't really worry about suppers. It's usually something quick like frozen pizza, french fries, or something like that, or leftovers. Kono runs away from anything that makes noise except for the TV. That's cute. Does she watch the thing that's happening on TV? Because I know we've had some dogs in the past who love watching hockey. They watch the puck go back and forth, and same with curling, except they're a little confused with curling. They kind of look underneath the TV, wondering where the rock went. So, yeah. Okay, so I will see you guys all back here on Thursday at the same time. And Saturday, if everything goes well, Saturday morning about, well, I guess it's not really morning because I think it ends up being about noon Eastern. So that way then after Mel, if she is sprinting on Saturday, because can't remember if she takes a whole weekend off at the last of the month or just a Sunday. So that way, then I have a little bit of a break before I get into my sprints on Saturday. Oh, we have one more message. She kind of ignores the TV until Hub starts gut laughing, and then she glares at it, disturbing her peace more. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. Okay, so I see you guys all next time. And of course, over at Rachel's later. Bye for now. And it's Marina signing out, signing off, saying goodbye, all that fun stuff. Bye for now.